The Valley of the Fairies. Fairies in the Drakengard universe are actually kind of assholes. You're gonna see why. At least we have more flying missions. Giant Empire blimps are always there to stop us. Fairies. And that thing, whatever that's supposed to be, some kind of warship. If you have your magic meter maxed out, you can take out that warship in like one hit, pretty much.
Oh, really? Wilfred Wolfstash. So I had to plug.
And I have Kommander Senpai joining me again. He was not in the last video, but he was in the first one.
So we all know that this increases the quality.
I don't know if Miles is coming back though.
Whatever happened to him?
So now it's just going to be those two gamer guys.
What's going on with Mother? I don't really hear from him anymore.
He's preoccupied with his lady friend. Yeah.
With his.
So if he's not in these videos as much, guys, that's pretty much why. He's busy with real life shit.
Busy with.
And I have way too much time on my hands, so that's why I'm able to make a lot of things.
I can tell you do. I should probably get back into my. Actually, also, a little plug for my own channel. I will be restarting my Dragon Age Let's Play because I lost all the footage for that's not bad.
Well, that's why we have the second channel, remember? That's why we made this channel in the first place.
Let me finish. I also lost all my save data.
Well, that's unfortunate. You're gonna have to start over.
That's okay.
I wish you would upload that video with commentary because of the pink swords. The whole pink swords.
That's what I lost.
Because that was amazing.
I'll start the new recording tonight after removing the rated R mods I have. Okay.
Rated R. Do you mean the rated X?
Like the ones where if you take off your character's clothes.
The X.
No, you don't get it. If I take off my guy's clothes, he's butt naked. It's hard on.
So yeah, the rated X.
And also Morgan, apparently, if you sleep with her, she gives you a blowjob.
Oh well, great. I'm glad we have mods for that.
I'll be honest.
I'm glad the modding community came together to create.
It's kind of funny.
The community of perverts.
I was screwing about the mods, and I was
very lonely.
I know.
People.
I was playing as a human male, and the woman I slept with ended up having a penis, and I'm like, why?
That's great.
I'm like, what the fuck have I done?
So this is getting back to the game.
Good idea.
This is Leonard, and his entire family has been slaughtered, and he's about to kill himself. Welcome to Drakengard, everybody.
Where suicide is just another exploration of life.
This is one of the few pretty fucked up party members we're going to get, and it's also kind of implied that he's a pedophile. So there's that.
I like little girls. They make.
But he also kind of hates himself too.
They make me feel so young. Pretty much that. Is this?
And we have this fucking thing, this annoying fairy that basically likes to talk shit on a constant basis.
The fairies.
My brothers butchered, our home put to flame, and where was I?
What's this?
So you're gonna immediately hate this thing?
You betrayed your brothers, your sorry, pitiful little brothers, dead on the ground.
Charming.
What fun!
Do you see why?
What fun!
Right, you're a psychopath.
Everybody in this game is kind of a psychopath.
Look! Looky, look! What was the last thing they saw? I wonder.
No, I cannot. I cannot bear to...
I want to feel sorry for him, but knowing what I know about him, I really can't.
Pathetic! Dirty! Smelly!
I do want to strangle this thing though.
That's it! Kill yourself! Go on! Finish it off!
For
useless
various
ruin.
reasons.
You're scared? Dying is good. You don't want to die? Really? No! What a bore!
And we actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. He's gonna make a pact with this thing.
Of course! Let's make a pact!
Like that. Yeah, I don't know why.
You
I don't know why he would want to.
Hello? Is that skull as hollow as a helmet?
But, like, what is making a pact with the fairy going to get us exactly? Like, there's no point. I can see why you'd want to make a pact with the dragon, maybe, because then you'd have a freaking dragon. A fairy, though, well, I don't know, like, especially that fairy. Fuck that. No. No, thank you.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
I was gonna make a pact with somebody that I want to freaking kill. It says that shit to me all the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with that shit either.
And our hero goes to slaughter thousands more knights of the Imperial Army. The mysterious Imperial Army.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Go.
Gotta
I'm
go
sorry, that's what I think of when I see this footage.
It should put some Sonic music over.
Just like rolling.
Guys, I am speeding up this footage because if I didn't speed up this footage, you guys would have to sit through about 30 or so minutes of me just, you know, kind of slaughtering through all these guys, which is kind of, you know, kind of boring. The gameplay for this game, you know, while it can be fun, it's just not really fun to watch. Which is why, you know, I'm speeding through these. I won't be speeding through the parts where we encounter like new enemies, or if there is like an important bit of dialogue, I won't speed through that. But everything else, though, I'm going to be just doing this for. It's like, oh hey, look, there's more targets over there. You killed those targets, here's some more targets. It's pretty much the Dynasty Warriors approach. Like, you killed that commander, well, here's another one.
No, this is nothing like Dynasty Warriors. I'm sorry.
Dynasty Warriors gameplay was actually, and honestly, it was more fun than this.
Yeah, it is, because Dynasty Warriors, much as it's a hack and slash and just, you know, mindless beat 'em up.
This is pretty much just a mindless hack and slash.
Still has a semblance of strategy in taking the bases and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a mindless hack and slash, but there's a good reason for why it's a mindless hack and slash. It's kind of there to emphasize how much Caim is like just, you know, kind of mindlessly slaughtering these people, I guess. I suppose that's why. I'm kind of speculating there. Since there's a lot of, you know, symbolism and such in this game, I would assume that's probably why.
Ooh, such symbolism.
Symbolism and the fact that this is like the deconstruction of a hero, as Fine Edge mentioned in the last video. He did do some research for this game and kind of found that out. I knew that beforehand, but I didn't know about... also, there are goblins now that we're fighting randomly.
Much goblin, such a noise. Wow.
The goblins only give us like 9 experience too, which is pretty pathetic. Probably because they couldn't really do... They're pretty weak. Can easily just... Well, actually, most of these enemies are pretty weak. Except for the bigger ones that will bash you over the head with, like, clubs and axes.
You know what kind of game I'd love to see you Let's Play?
Rayplay?
What?
Never mind.
No! Monster Hunter! What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't really know.
And you call me sick.
And there's more goblins. There's goblins everywhere now. There's like hardly any Empire soldiers now. It's mostly these goblins. It's like you thought there was no variety in this game. You were wrong. We have goblins. And there's always those annoying ass archers over there trying to like shoot you. And like the archers are the worst enemies in this game, just because they like whenever they shoot you, it does like so much damage. Especially if you're on a dragon. If you're on your dragon, you cannot mount the dragon with archers around. And the dragon is like a way to just kind of basically speed through the levels because you can just set fire to everybody and pretty much insta-kill them. As opposed to doing this nonsense.
Wait! Speak to them! They have no more will to fight!
And then we have Leonard talking to us for some reason. I don't know if it's to us or just randomly talking. But yeah, Leonard is speaking. And this is after he's made a pact with that fairy thing. That annoying creature.
We're gonna meet.
And we're headed towards his burning village, by the way, if you're wondering what we're even doing in this level. We're going to find Leonard because, like, we heard a mysterious voice or something like that. I forget exactly.
I have no idea what you're doing, because remember, I haven't been here for level.
I know you probably don't. Basically, we're going to find Leonard, and we're trying to, the Empire's up to some mysterious shit. We're trying to destroy the Empire. That's what's going on so far. Not too much. Not too much has happened yet. But wait until we get more than halfway through. Then the game gets really pretty interesting. Can't wait to show you, like, the other, because we're doing all the endings, and the other few endings are very, very interesting, to put it lightly. It's not hard to get the other endings either. I actually thought you had to replay the entire game. You don't. You just have to do a few things in certain levels and you unlock endings, or the pathways to the endings, basically. Not sure if it works that way in Nier. I hope so, because I don't really feel like replaying a game multiple times just to get the other endings, unless the game is like really different the second or third time around. Like New Game Plus, basically. Oh right, I think Nier did do New Game Plus, never mind. So that might be the case. And it took us 8 minutes to do all that. At least in real time it took me 8 minutes to do all that without the sped up footage. And we are going to meet Leonard. Creepy person. Actually, never mind. I should not, single out Leonard because everybody's creepy. So, he's no exception here. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, but we have to do this first. I forgot. At least in these sections, it only takes a few hits for you to kill these enemies. But you only get 2 XP, experience from it, or 1 experience, which is worthless. But hey, we're Caim, so we have to slaughter everybody. It's not Drakengard if there's not mindless slaughter. And a very annoying soundtrack. At least it's only true for the first game, though, fortunately. The other 2 games have actually great soundtracks, so... Although in Drakengard 2's case, the game is definitely not as good as the first one in terms of the actual game.
You are a human soldier. I am Leonard, at your service.
You think we should do that one too, Michael?
Sure, why not?
Because I haven't played that game, but everybody hates the main character in Drakengard 2. His name is like Naue or something. because he's not like as complex as Caim, and he's like basically a whiny bitch.
Yet, I am not blind to the knowledge.
It's like, let me join your party, sir. I don't know why, but I want to.
What the fuck is he doing? Is he eating them?
The dead are returned to the earth. Their lives to be renewed.
I think he's just like...
Eat their flesh, gain their power, all that.
Probably, you know what, you
Rip
might be
off
right. It looks like he's probably just...
Rip off a leg, maybe roast it.
Yeah, he's just roasting their body. He's gonna roast the body over spit later.
Let us leave these bodies where they lie. We must hurry to the desert. The goddess is in danger, I fear.
Alright, and there's this whole thing about the goddess, which is also your sister, Furii, being in danger, because the Empire is trying to, like, get to these things called the Seeds of Resurrection, and you're really not sure what the hell they are, but you will find out. It's a spoiler, though. So I'm not going to say. Just know that if they get to the seeds, it's not very good.
Who? The party?
The Empire.
That sometimes only the sinner may live.
Magic fairies' wings. I have no idea what the fuck that does. I think it's just it's basically just the magic he can use, like Caim uses fire. The desert of the moon. It's great. I love desert levels. They're really fun.
I don't know if you're being...
Almost like sewer levels. They're just like really barren and just so interesting.
So that was sarcasm, huh?
You should know that. I'm a very sarcastic person.
I know you are. You're also an asshole.
I know that too.
And a piece of shit.
Bone breaker. Break your bones.
And a scumbag.
I think you've made your point.
I kind of just felt like being an asshole, sorry.
Thank goodness you're safe.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's like, Inuart's kinda gone.
Yes. To protect me.
God damn it.
Maybe he isn't yet. I might be getting too far ahead of myself, guys. I'm not sure. Because I just recorded another set of these for another part of this series, so I'm farther along. So I might be a little bit mixed up on where we're at in this particular video. So excuse that.
I will be safe. I am a goddess after all. Please.
Okay, so Inuart has been captured.
Save Inuart and Verdelet.
Michael, in case you're confused on who Inuart is basically, he was like our best friend or something, and he's also a whiny bitch, much like the protagonist of Drakengard 2. He is also like betrothed to like Furii or something. I don't know if he's like married to her or is just like his lover or something like that, and it kind of is jealous of our relationship with her, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of implication there as to why he's jealous. Yeah, I'm not gonna expand on that. I think you guys know what I mean. And he also likes playing a harp. For some reason, I don't know. Oh god, these things. There are these little box things. They like to shoot out lasers that they like to shoot out these fucking laser things. Basically, all you have to do is side dodge away from them. But there's so many of them, and they fire so many of those stupid freaking lasers or whatever. It's hard to avoid. And you can also fire the magic at them, and it'll destroy quite a few of them.
She is the goddess.
Okay, so did you just hear that comment right there?
No, what was it?
Angelus the Red Dragon said about, commented on how Furii is a goddess, yet she's still a woman. Like, what do we think of her purity? There's a lot of comments like that. And I know I just referred to her as Angelus. That's also a little... I don't consider that a spoiler, guys. That's just, it's revealed in the first ending that's actually her name. It's not really a big deal if I say that. And then there's another Kommander, Red. I'll call her Red from now on, so, Red or Angelus, either thing works. She just mentioned about how we're accustomed to denying the truth, and, yeah, more incest shit. That's pretty much what that's about. Although it's never really followed through because Fury kind of just basically doesn't really respond to our supposed attraction to her, I guess. And also, if you guys have noticed, Michael is no longer here. He had to leave for some sort of family emergency. Not really sure what that's about, but I'm just going to be commentating on the rest of this. So you guys are just going to have to get used to it, I guess. And Verdelet. Verdelet is basically it's like a priest or hierarch Verdelet. He's basically like some kind of a wizard, pretty much. He's an important character, but he's annoying as shit. And God, he's so freaking obnoxious. I think he's probably the most, in my opinion, the most annoying character in this entire game. Mainly because, like, he's so demanding of you. He's always like, Caim, you have to save us, you know? God, it's so obnoxious. Kind of just wanted to strangle the guy throughout this whole freaking game. That's how much I don't really care for him. And apparently, I don't know if he's in the second game. I really hope he's not.
And free Verdelet.
And we have to go to the desert now and kill more of the Imperial Knights. Fun times. There's actually going to be, the next video is going to be more desert, more barren desert, more nothingness except just slaughtering people in barren fucking sand. I hate these sort of levels because they're so empty and just devoid of detail. I tried just killing these guys with the dragon to begin with, but I think there's like, I don't think there's that many archers. It's just kind of like, it makes the game seem really boring when all you do is just fly around on the dragon and try to kill the targets that way. So it just kind of makes it makes the game have like seem like it has no variety. So it's just good to dismount the dragon, just kill him on foot. But then there's also, that also feels repetitive as well. This game kind of admittedly has that problem where there's just so much repetition and they're doing the same shit so many times, but the story and the characters like really make up for it, in my opinion. And here we have Verdelet.
Can anyone hear me?
For some reason we can hear him just like we can hear Leonard. We can hear Verdelet basically crying out, like, "Can you save me, Caim?" And we're gonna speed through more of this because this is again not really necessary, completely necessary for you guys to. I mean, unless some of you like actually like watching this, then I'm probably gonna just do this from now on. It's more, at least it's we can get to the important bits of the game faster that way. And we have these annoying guys that will just fire these cannons. You kind of have to take them out if you want to mount the dragon again, because otherwise they're going to try to bring you down. Try to fire at you and bring you down. These guys, the spear guys, give you quite a bit of XP. They give you like 70 experience. But if they hit you, that can do quite a bit of damage. And there's so many of them too. I kind of went into the other groups of this spear-wielding dudes and just killed them in order to get a little bit more XP, kind of grind it a little bit. So easy to grind in this game too, because there's so many enemies everywhere.
Well guarded by the Empire.
I mean, again, it's sort of Dynasty Warriors-ish in that way, where there's like hordes and hordes of freaking enemies all around, but there's no real sense of urgency because there's no like morale system or anything like that, so there's no reason to kill these guys like really fast. There is a time limit in this game, but there's no reason for it. Because it's like a 40-minute time limit, something like that. It's ridiculous. It's like you're never going to spend that much time in this on these levels, so there's no reason for it to be there. And oh god, these guys are like these are the bigger enemies. They have like clubs, and you probably shouldn't let them hit you with it, because if they do, they will take away a huge chunk of health. I found it's the best strategy to just hit them and then dodge, or either dodge or block them. Blocking actually probably works out the best. You will lose a little bit of health if you block, but it's better than getting hit by the clubs, because if you get hit by their clubs, you just kind of stagger backwards, and then everything gets fucked up that way if you just fall back, because then the other guy could probably hit you, and yeah, that's not fun. So we're going to meet Verdelet. I mean, none of these characters really are likable characters. They're complex characters. They're very dark characters, but it doesn't really make them likable. I don't think they're supposed to be, though. So, I don't know. Like, in terms of characters, they're just, like, if I could comment on Drakengard 3 for a bit, Drakengard 3 actually has likable characters. Like, I like Zero, even though she's, you know, out to kill everybody and basically destroy the world. She's still, like, entertaining and a likable character. But, like, Caim, on the other hand, it's just, I don't know, I just don't really, you know, it's probably because he never talks, except near the very end of the game, at least in one ending. But other than that, like, he doesn't really have much character to him, except that he kills people, you know? It's just that he's supposed to be the hero, but he's really not. He's just basically a mass murderer, pretty much.
The Empire must not
That's all there is to his character.
The entire world is in danger.
And Verdelet is just this pathetic, just motherfucker that can't do. I just feel like he can't do anything for himself, and he always needs somebody's help. He just reminds me of like some kind of a priest or some kind of a religious figure, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't really like him so much. And that's pretty much what he is. So, I don't know.
May the gods bless us,
yeah, that's pretty true. And
children.
Red, or Angelus, your dragon, is basically just, you know, commenting on all this, and most of what she says is pretty true, even though it's pretty dark and, you know, depressing, but it's true. She's pretty much just always fucking has something to say. The cult of the Watchers. And here we discover this mysterious cult of the Watchers. We don't really know what it is.
Sometimes only the sinner.
And we're gonna set Leonard as our ally. I don't think we've done that yet, actually. So we want to do that because sometimes if you're in battle and you're basically about to die, it's probably good to just summon an ally to take over for you. That's pretty much their whole purpose.
I could protect her and make her my own.
Stop it!
Take her in my arms.
And this guy is part of the cult of the Watchers. Apparently, he's talking to Inuart, and
all mine.
it's pretty much like he's voicing Inuart's inner thoughts.
No man can have her.
Basically, like Inuart's feelings about Furia and just his general, like, just basically what he thinks and what he doesn't want to admit.
loves only
and
me.
kind of turns...
Me.
okay, I know I've spoiled one thing in this video. I don't want to spoil something else, although it, you know, that spoiler was kind of minor.
The
Don't really
goddess
want to
will die.
say what's going to happen with Inuart,
The
but you guys will
one who
see.
serves as the
Pretty-
seal must be
pretty,
killed by
pretty
the
interesting.
strain.
Pretty interesting stuff.
The burden will destroy her.
No.
She is just a normal woman. One who was to lie beside you, laughing and
Although
care for you.
Inuart, as,
If
you
she
know,
ceases to be a
I do
goddess,
feel kind of bad for him
can she
because he
become a
does,
woman
you know, he
again?
does mean well, but at the same
For
time,
many,
just
many
his
years.
his general attitude annoys me.
her.
You need strength. Strength that comes from a pact with a dragon.
Caim.
Uh-oh.
could help.
Caim.
We know what that means.
Allow him to bathe in her gratitude and love.
She.
She is my bride. She is my bride.
So basically,
Her
Inuart
kisses
is
are
just
mine alone.
really,
Her love
really
is mine
jealous.
alone. If only I
And
had the
it's driven
strength.
him to do what he's about to do.
If only
Can't say I blame him, but at the same time, you know, it's not worth what he's about, what he's trying to do here, which I'm not going to go, which I'm not going to go any further into. You guys will find out in the next video.